All right, so you're from Buffalo, New York,
Yes.
and so tell us a little bit of history.
I always had a talent. My talent was sales and being able to talk to people. I went to ITT. I was the #1 sales rep for 2 years in all of Eastern Seaboard. So I was able to hang out with very successful people. And my neighbors at the marina were a couple of contractors that worked for an 8A lady named Joan Yang of Rand & Jones.
Okay.
And they told me about the minority program. So in 2007, I decided to incorporate. In 2009, I started it full time. And last year, in October 2011, we got our 8A certification. And I've been a one-man band for all 3 years. Now we're starting to get busy, and I was banging my head against the wall because I knew there was a way to be successful in the government business. And it's kind of a blessing that I found you. So
Joe, tell me how you heard about us.
through an email that you sent me. It said, if you're interested in making money with the federal government, click on this link or something like that. And I clicked on it.
You clicked on it.
I clicked on it and I read it and there was a phone number there. And I instantly called you.
So we had that first conversation. You called up and said, "Is this real?" You weren't sure this was real, right?
Correct. I thought it was a scam.
You
Who
did.
knows? You know?
Okay, right, okay.
So what I did was I went on Google and I really searched. I tried to find Doug Reitmeyer, GC Experts. Is it anything bad? And I just couldn't find anything bad.
And when you came on the phone, you were all over the place. Man, well, I got this opportunity, that opportunity, and I could see that you'd completely lost a sense of direction.
Yes.
It was like too much coming too fast. Where do I turn?
You're 100% right.
Yeah. We're at day one. We're almost through. It's about 6 o'clock. So you've been here for one full day. What would you say the value has been today compared to that investment?
It's already paid for itself 100 times over.
100 times the first day?
In my regards, there's some jobs that we taught today in the workshop where if I had the information that you taught me earlier before I talked to the contracting officer or the contract specialist, I left money on the table, and the money I left on the table could have paid for the whole investment.
Many times over, probably.
Many times over.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a numbing feeling of what you actually learn here, your first day. And basically this makes it kind of like puts it all together and makes it look like you don't have to know 2,000 things about construction. You just have to know how to manage the construction and know what people think and how to run a construction job and how to make money in it, which, you know, I think we're going to learn.
So I'm old school. I was raised in this business as a kid, and you learned how to speak, and you didn't get the answer you wanted when you were that way. And I think that's overcoming a lot. You know, I've dealt with contracting officers a lot, and it was more relational, I should say.
Right.
But you still didn't have control. You know, you still didn't feel like you had what you wanted when you came out of the negotiation. And I think that this offers a lot towards that. Learning what to say in those avenues and not being so harsh or direct. As contractors, that's the way we want to be. We want to say we're right also, and not learning how to approach that.
That was huge for you?
It's huge for me.
The method that we use to teach is a lot of history.
You bet.
I mean, you're getting the stories. I'm a contractor, so we talk about construction stories. You were raised in the business, so they have impact with you. You can go back through like Joe did on the last contract that you got, how much more money you could have made if you'd have handled it differently, would have paid for the workshop probably 2 to 10 times over, and you didn't have that tool.
It's not a class that I want to go to one time. It's a class that I want to be able to absorb and soak in the information. And there's intelligence in this room, not only with the contractors, but with Sean, with yourself. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on that you need to pull in and listen to, and that's extremely important. Knowing the companies I worked with in the past, we were $30 million, $40 million. I actually have in my sight now that we could be a $100 million company. It's not that far off with what you have to offer.